Hey Google, set timer for 5:40.
I can help with that. What duration or specific time would you like to set the timer for?
5:35.
Okay, I've set a timer for 5:35.
Hey guys, again, this is me. There we go. Tequila Dragon. I am not Pillars of Eternity. I am playing Pillars of Eternity, but I am Tequila Dragon. Oop, let me turn that off real quick. I apologize for that alarm. Last time we just did character creation, and we read almost everything. And by we, I mean a TTS mod, text to speech. I'm going to link that right now, right up here. Just give me a second. I forgot to actually open the link. Haha. Here we go. Copy. I apologize for not being ready with this, but it's okay. Because you're going to skip this part if you're watching anyways. That's way too small. Sorry, guys. Let's fix that. There we go. There we go. All right. This is the mod I'm using for text to talk. There's another one. Has a lot more options, but I feel this one, I don't know, maybe too much options. This one's more bare bones, and it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We are going to play. I just did character creation. We will go over that in a second. And we will start the prologue. That will be this video, the entire prologue. I did do the prologue as a monk yesterday, setting different settings and difficulty and what have you. We will go over my settings too once I'm in game. Difficulty settings and all that fun jazz. Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's hit that button. I am Tequilius. I am a male. I am a Hearth Orlin. I am a rogue who picked Blind Strike over Crippling Strike. So I can blind somebody once per turn. I don't know why Crippling got to use it twice, but Blinding Strike got one, so I'm assuming Blind is better than Hobbling. I come from the white that wins, and I am a Drifter. And this is my appearance. This is my... See? See? Oh, you don't see my mouse. Let's fix that. I want you to see my mouse. There we go. So this is me. That's my little portrait. I only got 2 Orlin portraits. This one and this one. I went with this one. That's him. See, that's him. And let's go next. Picked my cocky voice. Taqelius named him. Accepted. And now, again, without further ado. 15 might, 10 con, 14 dex, 17 perception, 14 intellect, and 8 resolve. If you want to know what these do, watch the first video. I am not going over that again. It was an hour and 15 minutes of pretty much having the mod, the text-to-speech mod, read everything. I do get tongue-tired, so that's why I'm using it. And I don't do voices, so this at least separates males and females. And the narrator all have different voices, and I'm pretty sure I set it up so companions have a cloned voice when they talk, if they don't actually have voice acting over their dialogue. It should clone their voice. Haven't tried that yet, but we will see. All right, let's friggin' play some Pillars of Eternity. The Gilded Veil. Journey to the Gilded Veil.
The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Veil's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
If he was just talking to Sparkful, he was looking at me when he told us I was sick. I'm gonna do something real quick because I want time to be able to you know, let's just make it a full second. The auto continue delay. Alright, so this is the mod manager. Unity mod manager, I think it's called. I have, I'm not using this, the IE mod rewrite. Nothing is attached to that. Ripsy speech mod is required for this. And this is required for the speech mod. And PoE1 speech mod. Somebody else was using it. A lot more options. I already mentioned it. I'm not using that one. It's off. So, and away we go. Actually, let's do something real quick. There we go. So when I hit delete, it'll stop playback. All right. So, save, close. Let's read this again.
Odmar looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfle, who carries an old sun-bleached bow.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparfle nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder.
Okay, so what am I going to respond? Where would I find those berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Let me try something real quick. What are these ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year? Rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick. Born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
What are these huge rocks coming out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers.
Kalisha!
The woman looks up.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Alright, so let's go over my options. Difficulty options. Area of effect highlighting, maim companions before death, unrestricted stash is off, no knockout injuries. If set, party members will not receive knockout injuries when they are reduced to 0 endurance in combat. Now, if you get knocked out, you want a broken arm or some shit. Show qualifiers. Display qualifiers that cause a conversation option to be unlocked. If it's locked, I don't want to know what I need to do to unlock it. Show in-game tutorials. I'm sorry about this. I cannot have in-game tutorials on. When you're in a fight and you have them on, it like locks up, soft locks. So that sucks. Combat tooltips, yes. Detailed quest updates, yes. Auto level companions. I thought about turning this one up, but I want to do it myself. It's normal. How bad can I mess up? And then show personality, reputation, display the effects of choosing each conversation option on the player's reputation and personality. No, we don't want that. show relative defenses. Hovering over enemies will provide a pop-up comparing their known defense scores to the attacker's accuracy. I'm not looking for a no, we're gonna go with that. It's gonna make it a little easier. Show unqualified interactions. Display conversation options for which the party does not meet the prerequisites. So it won't show those if I can't do it. Auto pause is all off. Game, quest updates, screen edge scrolling, continue movement engagement is off. Center on party members, center on enemies, center on friendlies. Use smart camera. Scrolls all the way up to radius, voice. Okay. Alright, so that looks like about it. Alright, sorry. There we go.
Not a problem.
Gonna open this chest. I think I can open it.
That'll do it.
Yep, I can unlock it.
Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as that merchant, Heodan. All kinds of beasts in these woods. And then you have the tribes. Don't mind Odima. This is as good a place to camp as any. I've traveled with Odima before. He's never led us astray.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Where, oh, where? There you go.
Just say the word.
It's best not to wander alone, especially so near the ruins.
Open this. All right, hold on. So, what do we start with? We start in hide armor.
Hide armor is commonly worn by woodsmen, Glenfathan explorers, and those who favor speed over protection. Hide armor is made of layers of soft leather. Though its construction often requires multiple layers to provide dependable protection, it does little to slow its wearer in combat.
Gives plus 25 to initiative, damage reduction 5, pierce 6, freeze 6, corrode 3. Ah, you are light armor, but you are crap. This is Deerwooden clothing.
Though most Deerwoodens originated in the Ader Empire, Deerwooden clothing has changed a great deal since the initial waves of colonization. Deerwoodens favor tough garments, often made from wool and deerskin. Due to the changing weather of the Eastern Reach, vests and other layers are common in Deerwooden daily outfits.
Oh yeah, so I got giant miniature space piglet. If you played Baldur's Gate 2, you know that's a reference to Boo, the miniature giant hamster thing from Minsk. I'm sorry that I don't remember exactly what Boo's is, but that's what he is. And when you click him, he goes squeak, squeak, squeak. I remember that. That's all that matters. We got a Guan's Pledge. Initiative low effects. It gives user plus 15 endurance.
This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Eora. An aspect of the god Eothas, Gaun represents the harvest of old age, symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Gaun helps protect the dignity of old age, so too do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time.
We picked up some lockpicks. We have... Well, hold on. I don't know why this is taking so long. Yeah, we don't need tooltips all the way up. Yep, lockpicks. We have a potion of minor regeneration. 40.3 endurance over 2 turns. I don't know what a turn is. Oh, no, oh, okay. No. That's right. That's right. And we found a potion of minor endurance. It says 57.5 endurance. All right, let's continue.
These tall, glass-green pillars appear as if they have sprouted from the earth. The flickering fire sets shadows dancing within.
You just picked up an ingredient called Orlin's Cradle.
The fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged
Not
wound
looking
in its
forward to
trunk.
trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Just exploring. See if I can get in here. I should be able to. Yeah, they're just gonna auto walk over here. That's cool. Anything over here? Oh, it's a deer. Can I attack a deer?
Death to our enemies!
Oh, I'm not gonna catch up to it.
Travelers, maybe. Or looters. Or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it.
The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing.
This guy's lootable. He has leather armor and more lockpicks. Across the bridge, to grandmother's house we go. Loot this. Dyer caps, another ingredient.
This is recent.
The footprints
good.
around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer.
What does beer do? +1 damage reduction for 50 turns. While few foreigners have much kind to say about the beer in the dire word, where locals prefer to indulge in narcotics, beer is still a staple of every in-home and drunken feud. Oh, I didn't pick it up. Alright, cross the bridge again. Open up my map. Burned lady, another ingredient.
Quick and quiet.
You don't have bows yet? That sucks. Alright.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Ready when you are. Not a problem. Ready when you are.
Ah, I couldn't get the sneak attack off.
Death to our enemies!
And turn. Knock your ass prone.
What you need?
Knock your ass prone again.
Ready when you are. You better run!
This is it.
We'll come back for that.
This path winds through a narrow canyon, back the way you came.
We shouldn't stray too far.
Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans.
Alright. Did I go everywhere? I think I did. Let's go talk to Hayden now. Hello, Hayden. Hold up. I just want to make sure. I did. Okay.
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckle. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
I guess that didn't work. That's fine. We'll work on it for next one. Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
You think the caravanners are prickly? Watch out for those axe wielders Odima mentioned.
He laughs.
That's excellent advice indeed. Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Eater Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Rhaed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
He gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravanners. Why did you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Rhaed Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
He shrugs.
Deerwood is a former Adir colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Redserans' work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical.
Seems like you got the short end of the stick.
I don't see it that way.
Heodan begins restacking the crates in his wagon.
My brothers and I are all working together for the sake of the family enterprise.
Let's see what you've got. I don't know if I want to sell this. It's like kind of cheaty. I'm gonna keep this, but like stash it. Everything else I can sell. And the potions. Will my pig get anything? Nope. I don't want to sell the pig anyways, but I just wanted to know if he'd get anything. My hide armor looks better, I think.
In turn-based mode, initiative is used to determine who will act first in the turn order. Characters with lower initiative values will act before other characters and will complete spell casts faster.
We're not gonna buy anything just yet, but we will sell all this stuff. Piggy. Oh, my little Boo. We're gonna name him Boo. I don't care. He's Boo. He's a Boo. We know that. Okay. I think that's all of it. Let's see. I think that's all I want to do. Except, do I want to sell the ring? Or do I want to stash it and just leave it there forever? Because it's a lot of starting money that I'm not supposed to have. You know what? I'll do it. I'm gonna sell it. It's worth 1,500 gold.
Something else you need?
It's worth 75 if I sell to you, but I'm not selling my dragon either. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads, I sell it. Tails, I don't. Okay, Google? Flip a coin. Heads, I sell it. Flip a coin. Heads, I sell it. It's heads. That is so much starting money. Nope, 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 nope. I'm overriding. We'll stash it. Come on, Piggy. Gotta go get that springberry, which is up here now. And then this'll... Now I know what'll happen.
You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer, the way I hear it.
That sort of thing tends to happen with orphans.
Yeah? How is it you happen to come here?
I'm a self-made orphan. My parents got what they deserved, and now I'm leaving all that behind.
Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do, I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do, I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down.
Kaliska breathes in her surroundings.
Been a long time since I've been this way. But I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot?
What is Lord Raedric's offer? Okay. It's a hard offer to pass up.
You won't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. Got some big plan in store?
I'm gonna lay low here for a while. Try not to draw too much attention to myself.
You picked the right place, then. Gilded Vale's days away from any real civilization. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odim'll give me an earful. Let's be on our way.
Why are you here?
Kaliska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet.
My sister moved out here, some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out. And that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamiddle. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here and we'll see. Odem I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way. But he's doing it for me.
Tell me about yourself.
I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders, too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody.
What can you tell me about the Deerwood?
I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Ader Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now. But somehow it's getting worse.
With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds,
I'll have to ask my sister more about it.
Alright, let's get back to camp.
You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank. and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfel? Are you all right?
Sparfel's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Oh shit! Sparfel got rocked.
Ambush!
I was gonna say that.
Just say the word.
What you need?
Ready when you are. Death!
Come.
Ready when you are. You bet!
What you need?
Ready when you are. You bet!
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Let's loot stuff first. Duh. They need that loot. Here, fighting.
Ready when you are.
Now there's 3 of them. We got 2. That's not fair.
What you need?
Stop hitting me! There's not much to talk about right now. Just attack.
Ready when you are. You bet!
Hmm?
Oh, you knocked me prone.
Just say the word. You bet!
Critical hit. I did that, so now I want to attack you.
Death! You're mine. better run! You better...
I'm gonna try this. Give you this. And that'll be that.
Stay quiet.
There's gotta be something going on up here. Dead bodies everywhere.
All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hiodan, the last of your caravan left standing.
Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose.
Auto play dialogue. Auto continue dialogue. Let's see if this does anything I want it to. All right, save.
Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion.
And
so I say again, lay down your arms.
Don't trust them, they mean to kill us all.
The man bares his teeth. He looks at Hiodan, helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask.
I said your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness.
He shoves Hiodan toward you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hiodan's torso. Hiodan screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing, beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high.
I'm back. Alright, so who are we? We're Hiodan right now? And you have bruised ribs, -4 to your con.
Just say the word.
Furious is gonna do another blinding strike on this asshole. Fight! Ooh, it looks like the demon is still alive. I don't know if I'm supposed to know that. Well, looks like him getting up prone does not take a turn, which is too bad.
You better run!
I didn't mean to do that, but okay.
How can I help?
Well, you are flanked, which means you are losing deflection.
What you need?
Just say the word. You're mine.
How can I help?
Just say the word. Death to our enemies!
Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise, his companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within.
Seated against a wagon wool amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Odma's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
So we're running from the bailiwick. Oh, that looks cool. That looks like a cool storm.
Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hiodan trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hiodan and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hiodan lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind, from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark.
I want to put my weapon.
Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hiodan loose. Lurching to his feet, Hiodan clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hyodan to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that...
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Hyodan's jaw tightens. He nods.
Alright, let's save. That is it for this section. People, hope you enjoyed. I have been enjoying this playthrough so far. And I will be back maybe in a little bit on stream, maybe not. But, oh shoot. That is something I meant to do earlier. There. Alright, that's what I want to do. Alright, file. Save game. New save file. And